So I realized that this jacket looks a little bit like Harley Quinn's from Birds of Prey. I'm going to try and make it a little bit like that. I want to put ribbons through this. This is like the perfect material to do it. It's got holes already in it, okay? And it's already got some stuff hanging out of it. So I'm like, this is perfect. All I have to do is just loop the ribbons through and tie them. So we're gonna take a little trip to my girl Joanne's house to get some ribbons from her. And yeah, come with me on the journey. It's the journey. Yeah, I should wear a bandana. This is crispy. Found the elastic straps in the bra section. I also got my primary colors and thinking extra gold because I have some gold on my sweater too, so add a little pop of glamour. And I got some loopholes for the bottom. This is actually used for bras, but we're getting creative today.
A few minutes later.
Today we gonna be working on this jacket, and I have my ribbons ready to go. I'll be threading them down the sleeves. We'll see if we'll have enough for both the sleeves first and then worry about everything else on the front and back. Cross your fingers, do the step. We can do it all by ourselves. Let's put on some juju. Hopefully we got both the sleeves because Joanne's is gonna be closing soon and I cannot go back and get more. So let us go ahead and start with my favorite color, pastel pink. First, I'm going to make sure my ribbons are nice and even, and I'm going to cut them straight across. Next, I'm going to tie it in and then cut a little triangle shape out of them to create a little ribbon, and then cauterize the edges so that way it doesn't detangle or unravel as I have it on. And I just repeat this step over and over 1,000 times with all these different ribbons until I run out of ribbon tape or whatever you want to call this. Once I was finished, I cut the jacket in half and the bottoms are going to be a skirt. So I'm taking the extra ribbon that I have left over and tying it on the ends so that way I can create a nice little ribbon and also hold up the skirt on my waist. And I just added 2 extra ones just in case, you know, it's all holy in here. You know, I'm basically wearing a glorified loincloth, so I really want to make sure this stays on. And boom, she's finished. Now for the makeup. So my inspiration was Harley from the Suicide Squad movie. I never did that makeup back when it was popular, so I'm using this opportunity now to do it. First, I'm going to color correct with my Derma blend in the color 85N. It's nice and orange and opaque, and then I'm going to set that with my Fenty Beauty in Hazelnut, just to make sure my mustache is covered. Now, using Candy Johnson's highlighter stick, I'm just highlighting all the high points on my face before I get started with my foundation. This gives me that dewy glow from within. But I'm still going to add extra highlighter powder on top of this though, later. For my foundation, I'm going to be using Anastasia's in 580W. Next, to conceal, don't feel, I'm using Fenty Beauty in the color 450 on my eye, and then towards the center of my face, I'm using Born This Way in Caramel. Their concealer is so moisturizing, y'all. Make it nice and light, and then blend, 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 blend. And now it's time to set, using my Fenty Beauty powder from before, as well as my Derma Blend Illuminating Banana Powder. And since this is lighter, I'm going to use this to set the center of my face, and my highlight, and all that good stuff, and as well as reverse contouring with that. To make myself look ashy and gray like Harley, I'm going to use the Park Avenue Princess palette, and I'm going to use their nice bright yellow color. This comes off kind of gray on me. Sometimes I use it naturally to just brighten the other eye, but today I'm using it like overboard, like we placing this in the center of our face. We're trying to look a little ashy, like we fell into that bleach or whatever chemical she fell into. Next, I'm going to use Anastasia Glow Kit in the Tourmaline. I'm going to set the highlight, like I said, said I was gonna do before. I'm just gonna add this now, so that way as I'm doing my other steps, naturally the highlight will start blending more and more into the skin and she'll just sit in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use bronze on my jawbone. To set the eyes, I'm going to use, to prime the eyes, I'm gonna use P. Louise base in the color Rumor and just cutting my brow. We're gonna shape her out, brighten that lid, and do all the things right now. Get ready for that eyeshadow. But before eyeshadow, let's do our brows with the Brow Wiz pencil. Sorry, that's out of focus. I couldn't say. Just gonna draw my brows, lay the foundation down before I go in with this heavy black from Raccy called Abyss. And I'm just going to start applying this heavily on my brow. I noticed that Harley has very bold brows, like because of her really light skin, and I have really dark skin, so I really wanted to emphasize the blackness and darkness of my brows. And it's also gonna make me look ashier too, so that helps. Now I'm gonna contour with my little contouring thing from Black Radiance. I don't know if Harley contours. I don't think she contours. She really don't look like she contours. She's just white. Next, I'm gonna go into the Sugar Pill palette and I'm gonna use this powder blue color. It actually looks a tinge more like seafoam blue or seafoam green, but I used a green screen for this video, so you can't really see that color. So sorry about that. But anyway, I'm using this pink as well, a nice rosy pink, and I'm smearing those colors, as you can see. And going into the Kimchi palette, I'm going to intensify that blue a little bit and those pinks to really get some dimension up in there. And I'm going to use that white back in my Sugar Pill palette. Actually, was that in my Sugar Pill palette? Where the hell did this white come from? So anyway, I'm going to use Goldilocks from Sugar Pill on top of that white I just placed, as well as Kimchi's Golden Gal. That's what that say. I'm going to apply a little dollop to that and place this right there and brush it out. As you can see, it's a little chunky. And now I'm going to use some black eyeliner all on my under eye and smear it out. And I'm going to add some extra glitter in there to bring back some light and some joy. And then I'm going to go ahead and line my eye. Once my eyes have been lined, I use a liquid eyeliner on my bottom lid and just smear that hoe out. Yes, girl, just smear it up, destroy your creation a little bit, but in like a pretty way, you know? It can't be an ugly smear, okay? It has to be a strategically beautiful smear, or else, you know, the whole look is ruined. So now I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild pink mascara and my NYX blue mascara to accompany my accommodating looks. And now I'm using my Unreezy palette and using the shimmery blue and pink for highlight on the center of my lids. And I'm gonna blend out those edges just a little bit, make sure everything is seamless. Then I put my lashes on, and now I'm going in with Milani's bronzer in Sun Drenched on my nose and on my cheeks, just a little bit, adding a little bit of warmth, but in a clown way. And now I'm just lining my lips with a brown lip liner. And then I'm using Serafine from Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to apply this all over the mouth. And now I'm just going to draw a little black heart as a finishing touch by the eye. And I kind of felt like something was missing, so I decided to add a gloss over the matte. I know, super controversial. And now I'm just gonna set with Got to Be Glue because I'm going out tonight and I'm probably gonna sweat and I don't wanna sweat my face off. So boom, we done, I'm done. Get the fuck out my face. She wrote